Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. Today, we're diving into a really exciting and important topic: how to think in English. It's something many language learners want to achieve, and it can feel like a big challenge at first. But don't worry, Ethan and I are here to guide you through it step by step.
Hey everyone! Thinking in English is a game changer when you're learning the language. Once you start doing it, you'll notice how much more natural your speaking becomes. But let's be honest, it's not something that happens overnight. It's like training your brain to switch gears.
Exactly. Think of it like building a habit. At first, it feels strange, but with small daily actions, it becomes part of your routine. So, let's start with some practical steps, shall we?
Sure, the first step is to start small. Don't try to think in full sentences right away. Begin with individual words. For example, when you see a table, instead of thinking mesa in Spanish or table in your native language, just think table in English. Label the things around you in English as you go about your day.
Yes. And once you're comfortable with words, move on to simple phrases. If you're walking to the store, think, I'm walking to the store. If you're eating lunch, think, this food is delicious. These small, simple thoughts train your mind to process daily activities in English.
That's such a great point. And another step is to stop translating in your head. I know it's hard to avoid at first because it's how we naturally learn, but translation slows you down. Instead, try to associate English words directly with objects or ideas.
Exactly. For example, if you see a dog, don't think, that's a parrot, and in English, it's dog. Just think, dog. It's all about making that direct connection.
And here's a fun tip. Narrate your day in English. You don't have to say it out loud if that feels awkward. Just think it. For example, as you wake up, think, I'm brushing my teeth, or it's a sunny day. Narrating helps you build fluency in your thoughts.
That's a great idea. And you can even take it a step further by asking yourself questions in English. Things like, what should I eat today? Or, what time is it? The more you practice thinking in English, the more natural it becomes.
Definitely. And here's another tip. Immerse yourself in English. Listen to music, watch TV shows, or even read simple books in English. When your brain is surrounded by the language, it starts to absorb it naturally.
And don't forget to practice speaking. Even if you're alone, talk to yourself. It might feel silly, but it's so effective. Try saying, I'm going to cook dinner now, or I'm feeling tired today. Speaking helps connect your thoughts to words.
Absolutely, and one thing I'd like to add is that it's okay to make mistakes. When you think in English, it won't be perfect at first. That's completely normal. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress.
Right. And don't stress about grammar too much when you're practicing thinking in English. Focus on getting the idea across in your mind. Grammar can come later as you build confidence.
Another fun way to train your brain is to play language games in your head. For example, if you see a chair, think of other words related to it. Sit, table, furniture. It's like creating a mini vocabulary map in your mind.
I love that idea. And if you want to make it even more engaging, try imagining a conversation. Pretend you're explaining something simple, like your favorite food, to a friend in English.
Yes, that's such a good exercise. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just let your thoughts flow. The more you do it, the easier it becomes.
One last thing to remember. Be patient with yourself. Thinking in a new language takes time, but every little effort adds up. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it feels. For example, if today you managed to think of just a few words in English instead of your native language, that's a win. It's a step forward, and those steps add up over time.
Exactly. Learning to think in English is like planting a tree. At first, it's just a seed, and you might not see much happening. But with regular care, like practicing every day, it starts to grow. Eventually, you'll have a strong tree, and thinking in English will feel natural. So don't rush the process. Let it happen gradually.
And don't compare yourself to others. Everyone's journey is different. Some people might pick it up quickly, and for others, it takes a little longer. That's okay. What matters is that you're trying, and every effort you make is progress.
Yes, and reward yourself for those efforts. Maybe you treat yourself to a favorite snack after practicing for a week, or you watch a fun English movie as a celebration. Little rewards keep you motivated and remind you that the journey is worth it.
I love that idea. Also, remember that it's okay to have days where it feels hard. We all have those moments. If you feel stuck, take a break, do something you enjoy, and come back to it when you're ready. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint.
Right. And on those tough days, remind yourself why you're learning English. Is it for a job, travel, meeting new people, or something else? Keeping your goal in mind can re-energize you when you feel discouraged.
So, be kind to yourself. Celebrate the little victories. Stay focused on your journey, and trust that with time, thinking in English will become second nature. You're doing amazing, and we're here cheering you on.
Exactly. So, to everyone listening, start with baby steps, keep practicing, and don't give up. Thinking in English will open so many doors for you, and it's an amazing skill to have.
Thanks for joining us today, and we hope these tips help you on your journey. Remember, you've got this.
See you next time, and happy learning!